You then who teach others, do you not teach yourself? While you preach against stealing, do you steal? You who say that one must not commit adultery, do you commit adultery? You who abhor idols, do you rob temples? You who boast in the law, dishonor God by breaking the law. Let me ask you something. Do you know where that's from? That would actually be Romans 2, verse 21 to 23. When I read that, immediately a few individuals came to mind.
And it's for obvious reasons. People are letting their guard down. They're taking their masks off. They're starting to get together outside of their household cohort.
You see, if there's one thing I really can't stand, is a hypocrite. That is someone that tells you not to do something, and they go about doing the exact same thing that they just condemned you for doing. I think they have another term for it also. It's rules for thee, but not for me. That's what was so frustrating about Gavin Newsom's little rules that he put in place. Now, funny enough, he's not the only one. Tons of people have been caught breaking rules or implementing rules and then breaking them themselves. And then they give the quote-unquote apology of, I should have known better. I will do better next time. I'm only human and such. So because I don't want these stories to kind of just delve into the world of the back burner, here's a few examples in case anybody forgot of people that tell you not to do something, but then get caught doing the exact same thing they tell you not to do. Let's see if you recognize any of them. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. Mr. Newsom, what do you have to say for yourself?
We go into the Q&A, and that is very soberly acknowledge that a few weeks ago, I was asked to go to a friend's 50th birthday. My wife and I, a friend that I've known for almost 20 years.
Okay, so the party started at 4 o'clock. He got there at 4:30. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to underplay the importance of a 50th birthday. Obviously, when you turn that kind of milestone, you want to do something. You usually want to celebrate with friends, family, loved ones, whomever. So I understand why people would want to celebrate with their friends and those closest to them. However, seeing as you have people that have lost loved ones that can't even have their own loved ones attend a funeral, children that are celebrating their first birthdays where they can't even have their own cousins come over, people that are newlyweds that can't even have more than 10 people at a single wedding, I think it would be okay for you to forego going to your friend's 50th birthday party. What do you think?
At 4:30, and as soon as I sat down at the larger table, I realized it was a little larger group than I had anticipated.
Do you hear what he said? He sat down and kind of looked around and immediately knew that it was going to be a bad situation, but he stayed. If you want to be a leader, why not lead by example and say, guys, I implemented some rules, I have to leave. And not just I have to leave, we need to break this up right now. Because I can't really remember where it is that I heard this before. Somebody said a famous line, don't tell me you're sorry because you're not, because I only know you're sorry because you got caught. Yeah, Gavin, busted. He's not alone though, he has some good company, like Nancy Pelosi. Hold on, let me just check something out here because I want to make sure I have my facts right. So she's the House Representative of California. Now, in the midst of her eating ridiculously expensive ice cream, while you're struggling to just get by on paying your bills.
I enjoy it. I like it better than anything else. And I don't know why, but it seems to agree with me. I have a lot of energy.
In September, Nancy was caught getting her hair done. Not a big deal, right? Well, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal if you didn't close down every other hair salon. The very same Gavin Newsom that I just talked about was the one responsible for implementing the rules that all restaurants, places that have all kinds of indoor activities, which includes hair salons, are to remain closed. Or at least closed for you, unless your name is Nancy Pelosi. But wait, lest you think that she's alone in this one, remember, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot defended herself going to the hairstylist while we were still trying to get information about the outbreak.
We are trying to do the best that we can under difficult circumstances. I am practicing social distancing. The woman who cut my hair had a mask, had gloves on. I'm practicing what I'm preaching.
No, Nancy's not alone. And here's the funny thing. Gavin Newsom apologized. Nancy, I don't think apologized, and neither did Lori Lightfoot. She didn't apologize either. And I don't want them to apologize. I don't care if you get your hair done. But don't tell me I can't get my hair done at my barber, and then you go get your hair done at your stylist. Why is your stylist allowed to be open? Why is your salon allowed to open its doors? You have no idea how frustrating that is, and it honestly makes you at times contemplate doing No, we ain't gonna go there. And this is just some of the stuff that they're being caught doing. This doesn't include the stuff that we might not even see. They might not even be going to the stylist. The stylist might just be coming to them in some kind of tinted GMC where they just come directly to their house and, the garage door opens up, the concrete just opens, brings the GMC down, they go through a tunnel, and there's Nancy and Lori Lightfoot and all the other senators and all the other congresswomen and men just waiting for them to do their hair and... Oh boy. Because remember something, this is the same Lori Lightfoot who not too long ago, I think in November, like the day Joe Biden was technically by the media declared to be the president-elect, she was the same one scolding people for protesting. But unless I'm mistaken, unless my eyes are really, really bad, is that not her? But just in case you guys forgot, do you remember Governor Whitmer, who told everyone you can't go to your cottage during cottage country right at the beginning of the summer or at the end of the spring? She ordered a stay-at-home order for everyone to stop the spread of the virus, or as they put it, to combat the spread of the virus, like this is Mortal Kombat. But I guess her husband didn't really get the memo. Now, I'm not saying that's a testament to how much they communicate in that house. I'm not saying that, but it's not a good look. Because her husband, maybe he snuck up to the cottage for the weekend, or was just doing some inspection, maybe something like that, right? It couldn't be that he knew that the cottage was going to be empty and just wanted to go into water for himself, knowing that everyone would stay home, grab a few fishing rods and some beer and have the entire lake to himself. That's not what was going on. And again, this would not have been found out if certain measures weren't put in place to make sure that in advance you can have your boat in the water for you. Maybe it's one of those kind of boats that if you don't drive it every summer, it will explode. So he was actually doing a public service. It was going to destroy the cabin, and he knew this. So therefore, he had to put it in the water, get it going for everyone's safety. That's what he was thinking about, right? No, no, no to those of you who were thinking that he wanted the entire blasted lake to himself. Now, to be fair, this is where we got to keep our own noses clean. And yeah, I'm talking about Governor Mike Parson. Come on now. You can't be heading up to the retreat with a bunch of people, all y'all maskless, and you're tweeting out photos of yourselves, and then you catch the beer bug? Bruh. Let's just say we don't need that right now, especially with the holidays coming up. I really don't know what everyone's plans are. I've seen tons of people lose their own businesses. These are friends of mine, so it hurts me to see them struggle to start this business, finally to make a profit, and then the thing has to close down and now they're just struggling to stay open. Especially when you get told this place can stay open but these places can't. It's almost like you're saying one type of business is not important but another type of business is important. How are you determining what's classified as essential when a casino can stay open but a church has to close? When a clinic of unspecified practice can remain open but your little mom and pop fast food restaurant, that's gotta shut its doors. It's this kind of double standard and picking of favorites. And the one that really bothered me recently was this thing. I don't know how true this is. I don't know if Newsom said this. I don't even live in California. But I do know who does live in California and what does live in California. John MacArthur and Hollywood. How are you gonna tell me Hollywood is essential? John MacArthur's church must close its doors. Have you lost your... Anyways, I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to say anything else because at this point it's just going to turn vulgar and I don't want it to. But what this seems like is that politicians and celebrities and whomever else all seem to walk by the same practice that the rules toll for thee, but not for me. And I'm just putting it out there. That, my friend, is the epitome of hypocrisy. Till next time, y'all. Enjoy your life.